Welcome back, everybody. Ready for another deep dive. Today, we're tackling a story that's, well, it's equal parts courage and mystery.
It's a real head-scratcher, that's for sure.
Absolutely. We're diving deep into a real-life event from the 1971 India-Pakistan War.
Oh, wow, 1971. That's a pretty intense period.
Intense is putting it mildly. This story is about a missing hero, a quest for the truth, and those bonds of, well, combat ship that just won't quit.
Sounds heavy. I'm intrigued.
You and me both were pulling all this from ggtftvacacg.pdf, which, let me tell you, is a real page-turner.
So where do we even begin with something like this?
Well, to understand the whole missing hero thing, got to lay some groundwork, right?
Yeah, for sure. Context is key, especially with a conflict as loaded as the India-Pakistan War. I mean, 1971, it didn't just come out of nowhere.
Exactly. The 1965 conflict was still fresh in everyone's minds. The tension between India and Pakistan, it was a powder keg waiting to blow.
You can't just talk about borders and territory. It went way deeper, Ideologies clashing, national identities, a whole lot of history fueling the fire.
Okay, so picture this. Right smack in the middle of this pressure cooker, you've got Indian pilot Kumar Amahuja.
Gotcha. Kumar Amahuja.
He captures a Pakistani pilot, Ahmed Hussein. But here's the twist. Ahmed covers Ahmed had received get this, a gallantry award for his actions in the 65 war.
Hold on, a gallantry award? But Pakistan lost that war, didn't they?
Ding, ding, ding. That's the million-dollar question. What could someone possibly do to earn a medal in a losing effort?
Yeah, you don't just get those for showing up. Gallantry awards are serious business, right? It's got to be something truly extraordinary, above and beyond the call of duty.
Exactly. So getting this award when his side lost, it definitely hints that there's more to Ahmed's story than meets the eye. Like, was there a hidden objective? A secret mission? Some act of valor that went unnoticed?
Unnoticed, or maybe intentionally buried, wars are full of secrets.
Ooh, good point. And just when you think it can't get any more mysterious, Ahmed drops a bombshell. He tells that the award was for, wait for it, eliminating an Indian soldier.
Whoa. Okay, things just got real.
No kidding. And this sends on a quest to find out what happened to his missing comrade from that war. A guy named T. Vijaya, but everyone called him Tabby.
Tabby. Okay, I'm already picturing this guy. What was he like?
Well, from what we gather, Tabby wasn't exactly known for following the rule book.
A bit of a maverick, huh?
You could say that. Incredibly skilled pilot, but definitely had a knack for pushing the boundaries, bending the rules when he felt it was necessary.
So his disappearance, we're talking about a guy who plays by his own rules vanishing in the middle of a war? That's suspicious.
Super suspicious. Now remember, all of this is happening as Pakistan is gearing up for a major airstrike. They've got their hands on some seriously advanced fighter planes, Sabres and Starfighters.
Those are no joke. They could easily outmaneuver a good chunk of what India had at the time.
You got it. Om's practically pulling his hair out, trying to get clearance for a counterstrike, but bureaucracy, as always, is moving at a snail's pace.
Talk about a frustrating situation. Every second counts in a war, and he's stuck in red tape. And the stakes, man, they couldn't be higher.
You're telling me a successful Pakistani attack that wouldn't just be a military loss, it would be a huge blow to morale for the whole country.
A psychological hit, yeah, that could be devastating.
And unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Pakistan launches a successful attack on an Indian airbase.
Oh man, talk about pressure.
Yeah, it basically forced India's hand. They had to retaliate, so they planned this daring, super-secret counterstrike.
Okay, so where's Tabby in all this, our rule-breaking pilot?
Funny you should ask. Guess who's grounded for? You guessed it. Breaking protocol yet again. Yep, Tabby's benched.
Seriously, this guy.
I know, right? So the mission goes down, India pulls it off, big victory. But when gets back, guess what?
Tabby's gone.
Vanished. Poof. No one knows where he went.
Okay, now my spidey senses are tingling. We've got a maverick pilot who disappears right when a major operation is going down. It's too perfect. Do you think he went rogue, took matters into his own hands?
That's the question, isn't it? Knowing Tabby, it's totally possible. He could have disobeyed orders, flown off to do his own thing, maybe engaged the enemy on his terms.
A one-man mission. That's brave, reckless, and honestly kind of Tabby's style, if we're being honest.
Totally. But here's where things get even crazier. Shout forward to the present day, and is still haunted by Tabby's disappearance. He never gave up hope. And then Ahmed's story, the one about the Gallantry Award, it reignites that spark. Becomes convinced that Tabby might still be alive somewhere.
Man, that's dedication. After all those years, still holding on to that hope.
Ohm's the definition of loyalty, so he throws himself into this desperate search. But proving someone's existence, especially after decades, it's a nightmare.
Oh, I bet. You're talking mountains of paperwork, military records, chasing rumors that are, like 40, 50 years old? That's a needle in a haystack situation times 1,000.
Exactly. Plus, you've got the official channels, the committees, the inquiries, a whole lot of red tape to cut through. But sadly, the inquiry committee investigating Tabby's disappearance, they dismiss Ohm's efforts. They claim there's just not enough evidence to support the idea that Tabby survived.
That's gotta be crushing, to spend all those years hoping, searching, and then to have it all just dismissed.
It's heartbreaking. But it also raises a question, were they right to dismiss Ohm's claims so quickly? I mean, was it really just a lack of evidence? Or was there something else going on, maybe pressure to avoid reopening old wounds, to maintain a certain narrative about the war?
Yeah, that's a thought. Wars are messy, complicated things. Sometimes the truth gets lost in the chaos. And this story, it really makes you think about how we handle that ambiguity, the unanswered questions, the missing pieces.
For sure, we're left with this powerful reminder of the human cost of conflict, those scars that linger, not just on individuals, but on whole nations. But amidst all that darkness, there's a glimmer of light. Ohm's unwavering loyalty to Tabby, his refusal to give up hope, it's a testament to the enduring power of human connection.
It's a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable loss, that hope, that belief in something better, it can persist.
Absolutely. But as we wrap up this deep dive, we're left with one final nagging question. What if Tabby is alive? What kind of story would he tell? Would it be a tale of survival against impossible odds? Of capture, imprisonment, maybe even something more incredible than we can imagine?
It's a question that'll probably stay with me for a while. We might never know the full truth about what happened to Tabby, but the possibility, that little spark of hope, it remains. And that's something worth pondering, isn't it?
It absolutely is. The resilience of the human spirit, the mysteries that linger long after the fighting is ended, it's a powerful thing to consider. So until next time, keep those minds open and those questions coming.
And never underestimate the power of hope. You never know what stories are still waiting to be uncovered. At PC 70367.